I would like to introduce our next speaker, Akleema Ali. She hails from Trinidad and Tobago. Akleema is a Reiki Master Teacher and practitioner living in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean. She is the owner of the Reiki Lighthouse and is passionate about educating people in Caribbean about Reiki, which is a Japanese method for stress reduction and promoting peace within oneself. Akleema is a professional member of the International Center for Reiki Training, the Reiki Healing Association, and the Center for Reiki Research. Akleema enjoys speaking on women's health and healing issues and women's empowerment, and is also a motivational speaker for children. She was also one of the winners of the top 10 energy healers of 2022, awarded by the Healing magazine in France. You can visit her website and her social media for free resources on Reiki at the Reiki Lighthouse. And it's actually the Reiki Lighthouse. That's a double T at the end of that, .com. And that is the same on Instagram and Facebook. Her presentation to us today, Recognizing Your Power. We welcome Akleema Ali to our platform.
Thank you so much for always a kind introduction. So today, I am going to use my 9 minutes to speak about recognizing your power. Now, of course, I am not going to start with any boring definition of power. To me, when I sat with the word power, this is what came up to me. Power for me represents passion and purpose. It also represents organization and having your own. W for woman and world. E for engaging and enterprising. And R for rest and recharge. So how do you recognize your power? By asking yourself the following question. Now, each letter has a question for you to reflect on. And of course, these are questions that we can ask our fellow women when we need to get them to have their light that may be dim to shine a bit brighter every day. Towards purpose and passion, we ask, what gives you your highest excitement? At any point in time along your life journey, this is something you can reflect on. Is it just seeing about your kids, your children, doing daily chores? Is your highest excitement empowering women and educating others so that they can live to their full potential? Do you love exploring outdoors, getting out in nature, traveling, gardening? Or does your highest excitement reside in charity work and networking? These are a few examples. So ask yourself today, what truly gives you your highest excitement? When you look at the word for O, organization and own, ask yourself this. Do you know where you belong? Sometimes along our life journey, we move from different friends, different agencies, even different countries and places to truly find a space where we can fully express ourselves and be free to be our true nature. We belong in places where not only we can awaken our inner power, but where we can contribute and find places so that others can grow and be free to express themselves. We women belong in places where we can honor our story, where we are able to express and share our story without limitation, express our strengths and also the lessons we have all learned along the way on our life's path. We belong in places where we can teach others a skill and empower women to truly know that they are capable of more. We belong in places when we recognize our own power to offer service to others, offer service to humanity, Volunteer your time, effort, resources, finances, advice, counseling, whatever you can give to benefit another human being. By all means, give. And if you still struggle to find out where you belong, we can never unrecognize the fact that there are random acts of kindness that you can do at any point in time. Random acts of kindness are quite powerful. Whether it is a smile, a kind word, advice, random acts of kindness to people sends out a ripple energy into the world. By all means will come back magnified, not just to you, but everyone else in ways we cannot comprehend. Moving on to W, woman and world. Ask ourselves this: are we making ourselves available for those who need us? And who needs us? Everyone. Everyone needs us. The abused, traumatized, hurt, broken, wounded. They all need us. And we have been in these places, and therefore we know what these people need. Women need to be financially dependent. There are women who need to upgrade their skills and education. They need to be aware of what is available in the world today. And sometimes they need a little encouragement to be brave and step forward to where they need to be. There are some women in the world who just need help with basic supplies. Where is the next meal coming from? Where can they get medical assistance? And there are women who want to grow their own food and provide for their families. Is there an existing shelter or home or even a religious institution that exists? How can we make ourselves available so the people using these agencies are comfortable? Are they looking for Wi-Fi devices? Are they looking for clean, purified running water? Are they looking for heating equipment? Are they looking to redo electrical so that all can benefit? You need to ask yourselves what little you can do to be able to maximize the comfort level of those using the agencies. And many times as women, we would realize, especially as we get older, we will find ourselves, our family members and fellow women in places of great distress and suffering, and you will find themselves asking you, can you please just say a prayer for me? Could you please sit and pray for me so I would be relieved of whatever suffering I am going through? So by all means, wherever you can extend yourself, are you making yourself available for those who need you? E, engaging and enterprising. How can we engage women to reframe their lives, share their stories, and honor their life journey? And by all means, we would realize in the year 2023, our ancestors did not have this facility. Our ancestors have stories that we don't know their stories. Their stories have been untold. Their stories have been suppressed. And therefore, we encourage women today to honor their life, share on digital platforms, and engage in different types of physical and virtual community forums. By all means, WhatsApp is a very powerful way for women to remain connected, engaged, motivated, and also reach out to people in need. Book clubs are another example. Health and wellness activities, whether it is virtual or physical, hamper drives, workshops, and seminars. By all means, we have all been a place where we need to recognize our own power because we are all powerful. And when we reach to a point when we realize that we are quite powerful beings, what we really want is to also, for the woman next to us, to realize they are also powerful. The much neglected letter of R, rest and recharge. How can we encourage women to rest, recharge, and restore our soul? How can we encourage women to honor their physical bodies, which we very much take for granted? How can we encourage women to create and find sanctuary where they can heal? How can we encourage women at each stage of their lives to learn how to live their life differently? And by all means, we need to encourage women to create a new culture and belief system that goes beyond the belief that we need to be just superwomen and heroes and run our bodies to exhaustion. Those are old beliefs. We need to encourage women to participate more in retreats, meditation, and different types of wellness events. So by all means, this is how you begin to recognize your power. And this is how you begin to reflect on and also ask these questions to fellow women so they can awake the inner power that resides in them. So at any point in time, ask yourself, what gives you your highest excitement? Do you know where you belong? Are we making ourselves available for those who need us? How can we engage women to reframe their lives, share and honor their stories, and honor their life journey? And lastly, how can we encourage women to rest and recharge? So by all means today, I encourage each one of you, recognize your power. And when you do that, encourage the woman next to you to also recognize theirs. So thank you so much. A little bit about me. I am Akleema Ali. I live in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And as the slide says, I am everything Reiki. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Akleema. Thank you so much for the sharing. You have brought up really, really meaningful points in your presentation. I love your title, Recognizing Your Power, because this is what we do. We don't do actually. We do not recognize that we are all powerful. So I think that many of us, either you are listening now or later, can learn a lot from what you just shared with us today. So thank you so much, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to say something briefly. Part of recognizing your power is also linked to Enolia's speech, where so many voices of women go unheard. All our ancestors, their voices are unheard. All the missing women, their stories and families suffer. And recognizing your own power is when you recognize that there is suffering in you, deep wounds that we don't acknowledge. We are able to spot those wounds in others, and we move differently so that we can honor each woman in the world, no matter what country they are in.
That's true. That's beautifully said. Like being voice for the voiceless. But thank you.
Thank you so much, Akleema. We have so much within us to share. Thank you for bringing parts of that out. I really appreciate it.